Okay, here I am with my wonderful friend, Tony Story, and Tony's been in the hospital, what, 5 times this year?
Yep.
And it's just been kind of getting worse every time, huh?
Yeah.
And so last Monday, I stopped by his house to see him. He wasn't doing too well on Sunday, but he seemed stable. I came back Monday. Life was just pretty excruciating there. How would you describe that?
Very immense pain.
Immense pain. All up and down your spine.
Down my back, my hips, my shoulders, my neck.
Uh-huh. Oh gosh, he was just in excruciating pain, and so we got him to the hospital right away. The EMTs were awesome.
They did a great job.
They did. They did. Got him to the hospital, and they got your pain stabilized. They got you out of that acute condition. Talk about that just a little.
Well, it took them a while to assess things. It took them a longer time to get an IV into me because I had lost so much weight over the time that my veins were too small for them to hit with an IV. And once they finally got an IV in me, then they were able to get medication in me to help stabilize the pain and get blood work and stuff and get me back on the road to healing.
Yeah. And so it's really important when you're in a really critical situation to have that acute care that conventional medicine is so good at.
Yeah.
But then we got to get you to where you could keep food on your stomach. Yeah, and we started transitioning to, well, we had started the Sunday before, transitioning to cleaner foods that really support you, right?
Yeah.
So how's that been for you?
It's doing okay. It's like, right at the moment, I guess I really don't miss, I see people eating the cake and the cookies and everything else, and I was like, yeah, it'd be nice, but, for 21 days, it's like, it's okay, I can bypass that.
You bet, because we're going to find out which of those very common inflammatory foods don't serve you anymore. Because you had no when we got here, and so by Friday, this is like the Monday. This is exactly a week later, and by Friday, you had moved here to the skilled nursing facility for rehab, right?
Yep.
And what did that fellow say who was in here, one of the head nurses?
Oh, as far as what he
As
thought.
your all your inflammatory stuff with arthritis and your psoriasis and those kinds of things.
Well, you'll have to bring that one up. I can't remember.
Yeah, you were still fairly uncomfortable by the time they were moving you here, but you were a lot better than you were in the beginning of the week, right?
Yeah.
That was it. So. Is it better to? You're so much better now.
Well, the pain's under control, and also the nausea and vomiting and everything is stopped, so I can actually eat food and enjoy it. I'm off of the antibiotics that was causing a lot of that.
And I've got some really excellent probiotics for you. I haven't shown you those yet, but I've got some really good stuff that isn't quite the jumpstart stuff that we were talking about, that fecal transplant stuff. That sounds like that's a kind of procedure that kind of creeps most people out.
Yeah,
even so it's sterile. It's just kind of like, oh, do I really have to do that? So this is a great alternative to that.
Cool.
And then you ate your entire dinner again today.
2 days in a row, I ate my entire supper.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. So I'm just so delighted with Tony. He was skeptical at first that this would help all the good stuff that we've done, but now you've been off in physical therapy and you're able to do things.
Yep. Last 2 days.
And the pain is subsiding.
Yep. Well, it's manageable.
It's manageable. And the kind of pain medicine that they had you on at the hospital when we first got you there was
morphine, or subsidiary morphine.
Synthetic morphine. Is that what Clayton said?
Yeah.
Clayton knows all that medical stuff. His dad's a doctor. So, and now you're on
some kind of middle of the line, not low end pain medicine, not the high end, but in the middle.
Not just regular off the shelf Tylenol, but something somewhere in the middle of that spectrum, huh?
Yeah.
That is so much better.
Yeah.
So in just a week.
Yeah.
So, and you'll stay here for about another week and a half. get more rehab. And you know, the nursing home has been just wonderfully cooperative with all the dietary changes.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you never can tell, and they've just been stunning. So what else? What else you want to say?
It's like it'll be fun to get into a week of aquatics and all the physical therapy and occupational therapy, and it'll even be better once I get back home and I can get back to work and start living life again.
You bet, you bet. And your color, I have not seen you look this good in months. You look like a real man again. Yes. Okay, anything you want to say before we sign off? Awesome. Okay, until next time, we will see you. Bye for now.
Ciao.
Hi, this is Dorothy. Just to recap today's 2 top points, I hope you enjoyed Tony's story about his wonderful recovery. He's been sick for many months this year and just holding back on really addressing that underlying issue that was making him go to the hospital again and again. When you are in an acute condition with pain levels that are over a 5, 6, 7, and above, his was probably a 9 or a 10, observing those things that you can see on a person's face, then that's the time definitely to get that acute care, because conventional medicine is so brilliant at getting you out of that acute condition so that you can keep food on your stomach, so that you don't feel nauseous all the time from pain. So when you are out of that acute condition where your pain level is low enough that you can keep food on your stomach, then you want to make sure that you are rebuilding the underlying wellness of your body. The presupposition of conventional care is that getting you out of an acute condition is critical, and once you're out of that acute condition, the underlying health and well-being of your body will take over and help you with the rest of your recovery so you can go on with the rest of your life. When that's true, everything works great. When it's not true, you'll be sick again and again. So step number 2 is to make sure when you are getting sick again and again and spending money and time and energy in ways you did not need to, that's the time to address those underlying wellness conditions so that you can stay the person you are and have the future you want. This is the essence of being age confident, so pain-free that you can focus on what's truly important to you and your future. So if that's something you'd be interested in getting some help with, then just reach out to me and to our team on dorothykuhn.com/contact, and we'll get with you right away so that you can have the life you want and deserve. This is Dorothy Kuhn saying bye for now. Make it a great day.